Day 2 was one of those days. It just was one of those days. It wasn't day 1 by any means. The fish had been pressured. They've been caught. I had a game plan going into day 2, and my game plan was pretty simple. I was going to start out shallow on some pads, and then I was going to go looking. I was going to go swing for the fence a little bit. Not real hard. Knew where a few fish on beds were, but I was going to go try to find some new bass and hopefully load the boat. But hey, if you get a chance real quick, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just hit that bottom right-hand corner. You're going to see a little square that says subscribe. That would really be awesome of y'all. But let's go ahead and jump right into it. Right here, I'm fishing some lily pads. I mean, I hadn't been there 5 minutes, and then this happened.
Out of the way or anything.
You're fine. Got one to start with. Yes, not a big one, but it's a start. No, I travel everywhere. Yeah, the show is based out of the entire Southeast, so from Texas to Oklahoma, all the way across to North and South Carolina and Florida and all that.
Yeah.
So I travel a bunch to the Southeast. Actually, as soon as I leave here, I got to go film 5 shows in the next like 6 days.
No shit.
Mm-hmm. That's the plan. Now we might only get 2 of them done, but
Where you guys gonna head to?
we're gonna go to Seminole this evening.
Oh, okay.
And then oh yeah, it's one. I kind of gave him too much time there. He's not bad. Yeah. No, Cinco. Yeah, like I pulled on it and I was like, oh crap. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take that one. Bailed on it.
Good one?
Maybe.
You called it though. Said you were gonna get a bite. Oh,
Pretty close.
yeah.
Yeah, I think he'll keep, probably. So my goal going into my very first area was to catch 2 bass. That was it. I only wanted to catch 2 bass. Well, I left the area with 3, so I was really, really excited because, I mean, honestly, I'd caught 1 fairly decent one and then 2 just keepers. And I knew how hard it was going to be a limit to get a limit on the second day. So just getting that start was really awesome by like 8:30 in the morning. So I was heading down. I was going to go looking. And first fish I rolled up on was this one. Barely a keeper, but it's a keeper. Had to hop it up in front of her face for her to eat it. While I was fishing for that second fish, I looked over and I kept seeing this fish splash and splash and splash. And I knew it was a decent one. It kept chasing minnows and bluegill off its bed. And I had to slide over there after I caught that second one. But, you know, this is where the story takes kind of the wrong turn. You know, at this point, I haven't wasted a lot of time. I've got number 4 in the box. And honestly, I made some bad decisions. I get stuck on this fish for way too long. I got stuck on it for so long that the guy on the other side of the cove, who was also stuck on a fish as long as I was, we were actually racing to see who caught their fish first. I won the race, thankfully. But yeah, here's that catch, and gosh, this fish was the hardest one in the world to catch. That way, if she picks this one up, she's gonna get hooked. There's not much body there.
Get him.
Finally. Told you it wasn't a big one.
It's good enough.
It's 5.
Number 5, dude. Not a big fish.
Now I'm going to just tell you a little story real quick. Fish number 6. I think it was fish number 6. You know, I've just caught fish number 5. So fish number 6 is going to cull out a 15-incher. It has to happen. I find a 3-pounder up on a bed. And it was really crazy because the 3-pounder, the bed was on one side. And there was a mat sitting, 10 foot away from the bed. And the fish would actually go slide up under that mat. Well, I realized that the fish would not lock down on the bed with that mat being there. So what do? I take a treble hook bait, I toss it over that mat, and I slide the mat off of the bed. This causes the fish to go lock back down on the actual bed. It kind of freaked it out for a few minutes. But I kept hitting it, got it to lock back on the bed, and I caught my best fish of the day.
Oh yeah. You're up in here. They're up in here.
There we go.
Oh yeah, dude.
I hopped it right in front of her mouth and it just goes bonk. Hook just fell out. Overall, it was not the tournament I wanted, but I ended up finishing in 56th place overall. Huge congrats to my Uncle Bill, aka the driver, aka the cameraman over here. He ended up finishing 5th place on the co-angler side. We're actually headed down to Lake Seminole right now to go shoot a Let's Fish TV show. We're actually shooting 5 TV shows in the next 6 days. So it's going to be a lot of work, but a lot of fun at the same time. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope you learned a little bit about Lake Eufaula. You got to see the journey as it unfolded throughout the day. Just wrapped up day number 2 here at Lake Eufaula. Obviously, not the finish I needed or wanted to have, but we survived today. Had just a little over 12 pounds. Quite honestly, I just made some really piss poor decisions today, if I'm being completely honest. I could have and should have made a few more audibles throughout the day, and I got stuck on a couple bedfish for a little bit too long, and it cost me a lot of time. You know, it's the bad thing about bed fishing, especially on day 2 tournaments. You're fishing for the hardest ones at that point. Those are all the fish that everybody's bypassed and couldn't catch, and that was the ones that I was trying to catch today. I mean, it worked out. I caught a few of them, but I just didn't catch enough of them. I didn't really find any real big ones. I caught a couple, around the 3-pound range, and otherwise it was a really slow day for me. Disappointed would be probably the best term to use, but I started out pretty strong this morning, had 3 nice fish, throwing a striking 0, and then I just kind of went for it on the sight fishing deal. I didn't have any deep water fish. You watched any of the bass stuff, you saw a lot of guys using their forward-facing sonars or active targets and targeting brush piles and things like that. I chose not to do that. I chose to fish shallow and fish what I felt like were my strengths. And I did that today. I just didn't catch enough. It's just how it goes. But I hope y'all enjoyed day 1 and day 2 video. Maybe you learned how to catch them here at Lake Eufaula. If you get a chance, make sure you drop a comment below and like this video if you can. I appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one.